Alright, what's up guys, it's Eric, and today I'm going to be talking about this. This is the Diamondboxx Model M3, and this is from a company in California called Diamondboxx, and they've been making speakers since 2014. I was actually introduced to these speakers by Unbox Therapy. They made a few videos on the original Diamondboxx M1 and also like the Diamondboxx Model L and Diamondboxx XL. So this is actually the smallest size that they sell. It's also the lowest price model that they sell. And I felt like this was the best for me because I wanted something that was pretty portable and something that could replace this actually. This is the Bose SoundLink 2. And I got this back in 2013 for about $300 actually. And nowadays it goes on eBay for like $180. But this has been a great speaker for me. It's lasted super long. Back in 2013 when I got it, the battery life was about 48 hours, so it was pretty decent for the size, but nowadays the battery has degraded to a point where it only lasts about 30 minutes, so I definitely needed to upgrade and felt like this was the answer. The sound quality was always pretty good on this, except for when you turn it up to very high volumes, the bass actually suffers a lot. There was a lot of distortion because the highs and mids would go up, but to compensate for that higher volume, this speaker would just degrade the bass. It would lower the bass, and the bass wouldn't be as prominent, you know? So I wanted something that would solve all the issues that this gave me, even though this was a great speaker, you know? So this speaker I got for $568 shipped, and nowadays, since we're at a pre-order phase, because I pre-ordered this, the actually lower model of this is only a 115 watt hour battery, and that goes for $600. And this model, which is the higher battery, the larger battery, it's 231 watt hours, and it goes for about $700. And on top of those two prices, you also have to add shipping, so it's about $60 or $70. And if you live internationally, it's going to be a lot more for shipping. But I've played with this for about 20 hours now, and what's pretty crazy about this so far is that I haven't had to charge it yet. I got it straight out of the box, and like it was charged right out of the box, so I just turned it on, hooked up my phone, and started playing with it. With this model, the 231 watt hour model, the advertised battery life is 8 to 40 hours. So if you're listening on high volumes, it's supposed to last about 8 hours, and if you're listening on low volumes, it's supposed to last about 40 hours. With the smaller battery, which is 115 watt hours, which, like I said, will cost you $100 less, the battery life is about half that. So 4 hours if you're listening on high volumes, and 20 hours if you're listening on lower volumes. Like I said, I haven't even had to charge this yet, and this is the battery indicator over here, this little CZ diamond. That's how they get their name, Diamondboxx. It's a CZ diamond, and that's the battery indicator, and it's not even red yet. Like, I'll turn it on right now. It's gonna turn red because it's just powering up, but once it completely boots up, it's just gonna be white. Now, there's 3 knobs here. See, there's the white light. There's 3 knobs here. There's a treble, there's a volume, and the bass. And I've never really had to turn up the bass that much. The bass is pretty crazy on this thing. For the size, I couldn't be happier actually. In terms of sound quality, I also have LS50W speakers, and those speakers are actually meant for sound quality. They're a stationary setup. They're not meant for portability at all. They're just meant for staying in one room and to shine on one thing, and that's sound quality. Now, when I compare that to this obviously loses, but this isn't that bad of a speaker for sound quality at all. Now the trebles, the only thing I don't like about the trebles are they're a little bit tinny. I can hear a little bit more tin sound than I would otherwise like on a speaker. But the bass is so good on this speaker, and like it's nothing like this. I mean, you could just tell from the size, like this is going to produce way more bass than this. This has dedicated woofers. If you were to open this up, it has like one very small woofer, but it's nothing compared to this, you know. Now, in terms of loudness, I would say this is probably about double the volume of this. I actually did expect this to be a little bit louder. I have another speaker out by my pool. It's like a party speaker. That's not for sound quality at all. It's just for volume, you know, sheer volume. But I thought that maybe this could possibly replace that, so I wouldn't have to, you know, rely on a power outlet, because that speaker outside has no battery. I wanted to just carry this around with the battery and just be done with it. But I'm not sure this will be able to replace that, because this isn't as loud as I'd hoped it be. You could still hear it if you place it in, you know, your backyard in outdoor settings. You can still hear it from, like, you know, maybe a football field away, but it's not going to be, you know, you would have to have like nothing else going on, like, to actually hear it from a football field away, you know, like if people were talking or something like that, you wouldn't be able to hear it from a football field away. This speaker is great for any indoor situation. Like, it's definitely going to fill the room for any indoor situation. Now, I'm talking in terms of houses and stuff like that. If you bring it to a house party, that's all you need, really. This is all you're going to need. Now, if you bring it outside, the story's a little bit different. Like, if you have maybe a 10-foot radius, it's going to be booming. Everyone within 10-foot radius is definitely going to be able to hear it. 20-foot radius, you'll still be able to hear it, but it might not be as loud as you want, like in a party situation. 30-foot radius, it's going to, you know, start dwindling. And that's why I said I would probably want to keep my other pool speaker out there. In terms of portability, this thing is great. Now, both models, the 115 watt hour model and the 231 watt hour model, are both about the same weight. They're about 12 to 13 pounds. They, on the Diamondboxx website, they say you could bring it into, like, it'll fit in the airplane overhead compartment, and that looks mighty enticing. But I know airlines have strict regulations on what size battery you could bring on an airplane, so I would definitely make some calls. If you were to have this and bring it to an airplane, I'm not sure they would let you take it in, you know, because this is a huge battery. I would definitely make some phone calls before your flight and make sure your airline approves it. So there you have it. Those are all the major qualities of the Diamondboxx Model M3 right here. And in terms of value, I think this is the best speaker you can possibly buy for a portable speaker. You know, this speaker, the Bose Soundlink 2, this is very similar to speakers like the UE Boom or JBL Charge, and this will run you double that you could get something like this for, but it'll give you double the power as well, and you'll probably won't have to upgrade for a very long time. Like I said, this lasted me, since 2013, so about 6 years, right? I'm thinking this will last me double, if not more, okay? Because, you know, the battery is insane. Like I said, I haven't even had to charge it yet. I'm still waiting for the day I have to charge it, and the sound is amazing. It's impeccable. Definitely more well-rounded than this is. I mean, for the size, can't get better than this. All right, so if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and please like the video. Thanks for watching.